All right, well, not how I planned this morning to go. We had some storms roll through. And I guess they're working on power lines or something. So power's been off and on this morning. So I lost stream again. But we're back. All right. Well, sorry if you were watching and randomly just got cut off. I was talking and just looked over and it said stream ended. So it was a flicker of electricity enough to cut my internet, but not my computer. So all right. Let's try to get through it this time without losing everything. Let me know if sound is good and everything so we can get going. Likely lost some people. We were at about 30 to 35 viewers. Now we got 10. So that's just how it goes when you lose the stream, but oh well. For those of you that are here, we were basically looking at Trotter's chart here, wanting to come back around the $20 psychological level. I think based on looking a little deeper, we might get into 1890 area. That might be like the perfect buy, just looking at the support and resistance levels here. So if we got an A, B, just have a little deeper C come in, tag this, maybe sweep, right? Get back above and keep going. We've got a 3-month level here at 38. That's going to be a big headache. And there's nothing to say that this can't lose this. Tag here, reject here, or even come up and reject here as a small fifth wave, right? We get up here, tag this, and then come back down for the full retrace. The way the entire market is looking, of course, it's unlikely. right? Because everything's just moving higher, but got to keep it in mind. So looks like we're losing this 236 here. Likely get that continuation down soon. 1, 2, 3, 4. Guess this could chop around a little bit more, but ultimately still I'm looking at that 1890 area, anywhere between that 2020 and 1890. You see, so I call this the perfect pull. I've told members, showed members how I do it. It's definitely odd, but you can see here how 236 right in here. Two, 3, 6, you can see it's support. 618 here, support, resistance, and the 1 tag there, perfect tag of resistance before it fell all the way through. Didn't reach the 1618. But now you'll be looking, boom, there you go. There's the golden zone, so you can see why we hit our head on it. And I would say if we're going to move up, right, if we buy the 18 and we're going to move up, here's where you should be looking for that. Just based off of these reverse pulls, right? Something here, and either you're going to hold in here and you're going to consolidate and push out, or come down, tag this, lose, and then you get the full retrace, right? And then basically you go back to support down here that you broke out of. So 2 options. I'm thinking by 1890 for Badger. And try to get out at 47, 45 area. So we've got macro value area high at 41. So that is an area you'd want to potentially take some profit if you're buying down here. You can also see a good shelf right there at that 1890 area that we're trying to buy. How we've got a low volume node in here, and then here's where it starts to build. So buying in here is very good in my mind. Macro POC is all the way down here. I don't want to see us get down there. I mean, obviously if we get there, it's a good buy, but that's a little too low for what I'm thinking for now. don't think you've got targets up here for me, but anyway, Trotter, I like it. Look anywhere 20 to 1890, and then be looking for 41 to 47. That's where you'd like to take profit some if you're expecting this next wave. So next we've got James and Ethereum. You've got multiple ones. Let me see which ones you want. Coinbase, ETH. It's not the one I see you showing. Because I see the one you've got it. That you showed us has us heading up to 50. Let's see. 5,400 is what you've got us going to. I don't see that chart on what you've given me, so I'll just do my chart. I'm actually going to use index for ETH because that's got all time. Right, it's got from down to where it was 14 cents, so I can do my perfect pull analysis. Golden zone. $1618 resistance, support, resistance, broke back above, and now we're pushing to what seems like 2618. So that'd be 7,600. All right, so this one's interesting. So I use the daily line chart. They don't hit as well. I mean, you can tell they're definitely resistant. -1 here is resistant, but I would like for them to be a little bit more on point, I guess. So let me add here. So good support here, 545. Obviously good resistance there, hit our head on it. So it's like 3,100 is going to be some resistance for us. Not enough to short yet, but potentially be shorting here. Golden zone, value area high in the deviation level. But James is wanting the macro perspective of what I think. All right, so this is a shift pitchfork on log. And looks like we may have one more kick up. You know, potentially we could come down, but then one more kick up to hit this median line. Right, you can see we hit it here, lost it, resistance, resistance. We have not touched it again. And so first touch is probably going to resist again. And either we consolidate within it, right? We come up, hit, and we consolidate in it and pop above, or hit it and then we come back down and right and come back to support, right? Because here was support, this parallel right there. Yeah, Chris. I had bad storms come through last night and just destroyed a lot of trees and things like that. So maybe they're just working on it. I don't know. I definitely pay my power bill, so I don't know why it keeps going out. I guess they know I'm on a live stream, so they mess with me. All right, so here's original. Held really good support there. So from the low, you can see we're basically locked in this one, popped above, but we're locked in here. And we hit our head perfectly right there. Come on. And modified. So to get median unmodified, it looks like we could push up to 12,000. Assuming we hold, obviously. We can always, what happens with these is if you go sideways too much, right, you can come up here. And once you break out here, then it's time to go down and just retrace. But so far, it looks like it's holding shift the best. That's right. Public's not ready for the Monty magic. The powers that be don't want anyone to print that much money. All right, so let's do another pitchfork here. Looks like we broke out of it. We already retested the outer edge right here, but it would make sense to potentially touch that, right, and come back to this. Of course, Garden. Spreading some of my knowledge, at least. I won't give it all away for free, but I'll give away some. So my main target, I guess, for ETH at the end of all this is probably fifth wave, maybe in here. Yeah, DXY I've got potentially coming out to the upside, pushing maybe to 99. And that would force everything down. You would think, anyway, push assets down. And then at that point, I have the dollar going into a much larger downtrend. So we'll see. That might give the push up that we're looking for, you know, to get up into these levels. So June 2022 is this level here. So if we're thinking this is a 1, 2, 3, right, and we're coming to a 4, potentially come up for a 5. All right, that could work where we fall out of this, then come up, hit this, maybe even up here, but then you get the longer retrace once it tags the outside of this pitchfork here. So that's interesting there. So using the top here instead of the bottom, you can see how it tagged the median line here. I'll have to dig in this more for you, James. But for the most part, if we're looking, if we really start to turn over, here's where I want to buy if things get really ugly. 737. Don't know if we'll get there, but that's my all-in target. Yearly open at 737. 6-month level. I can see he's coming back and testing that. But also keep in mind you've got this daily order block there. Weekly. And on the monthly, we've got a new high, right? So here's your previous high. Got a new high coming into this order block here. And we're divergent, at least on the monthly, right? Still got 12 days, but so far we're divergent, less strength. So a lot less strength on the weekly. All right, so your high was right here. Your high of the RSI was right there. Lower here, but higher on the line. Then, of course, we got the move down. And now less strength, and even more so on the indicators here, starting to turn over on the weekly. So, and lo and behold, on the weekly, guess where we stopped? Right at the daily order block. So, nothing says we can't go sideways, reset these, and keep going. That's something to keep in mind on the higher time frames. So just support and resistance area on the daily. You want to hold this. If you can't hold that, it looks like that could be your next area. And that would right there be macro value area high of this range. POC here, 1820. So definitely got some work to do. Have to get over this daily order block here, and that's why I have the alarm here. We have to get over this for continuation, obviously, but so far we rejected it. So you don't want to see this where you come back up, touch this, and start to trend down and lose this. If you get under this macro value area high of 2,700, you're coming to at least this 6-month level, potentially POC down here. Then we can start talking about our 7,500 or whatever it is. All right, Mr. Jack, JKS. So this is a traditional. And you're looking at going long right now. Yeah, dominance definitely has an effect. Always does. Nice rejection from POC, lost value area low here, and then you see it drop. We've got macro value area high here. Median line 38.98. Where was your stop? 38.93. So that's pretty close. So you might just keep in mind, you might put this on your chart, this pitchfork, and make sure that your risk, you might lower it a little bit to allow, a little bit lower. Maybe instead of 38.93, maybe 30. All right, so Monte pull. This is JKS. It's a traditional Jink solar holding. Not sure what it does, but I guess solar company. All right, Mr. Jack. So this here tested macro value area high and perfectly tested this range value area low. We have not retested POC, which is 37.96. So be careful with that. That's also the 65. I'll mark that for you. 37.93. So if it were me, I would have my stop just on the other side of macro value area high, right? Because then you're looking up here, so you're still, I'm not sure what your overall count is. Looks like 73 is next. Algo target. Yeah, so I've got 78. If you're playing options or something like that, then you can play it however you'd like. But just know you might get a better entry, if it comes down to the POC. If you're just playing traditional buy the actual asset, you might get stopped out. Because you can see on the daily here, this has not been retested. You've got the median line, POC 65 right here. Macro value area high has been tested, so I don't see it breaking again. We've got good support from the OG Pitchfork. You can see we tested the outer band here. Just lost this parallel, but as long as we get back in, that's when we should start. And modified, we just hit that parallel. So if we potentially sweep it, right, gain it, then once you gain that pitchfork again, it should be game on. If you lose 35.96 off a daily, I'd be out, because that's then being accepted back into value area high. So another good one, Mr. Jack. I'm going to alarm this to see how it ends up. I like to keep tabs on what I look at, but another good chart. Good work. All right, I've got Mr. Shifu that gave me KSM, but didn't give me much on it. I messaged you to see what you thought, and I hadn't heard back from you yet. So I guess you just want basic analysis on it. So I see you got the Monte zone pulls on there, and that's the full pull here. We've got a monthly and a 3-month overlay on top of it. Right in front of that, we've got psychological $500 level. It's basically where we fell from. All right, so perfect 1 week tag yesterday when we dumped. Perfect 1 week support level tag at 260. If you bought that, sell the next one. There's an instant 15%. All right, also pull the fib. Right there on the 618. Sell that all day. All right, then you can buy back. If it retraces back, buy it back again at the order block. All right, that's right at the 50. In expectation that this comes up, right? If we start to roll over a little bit, yes, this area here of all this cluster is an absolute buy in my mind. You've got the Monte pull, you've got the 50 right there. So that's basically now going to have the 618 right there as well. So assuming we don't just moon right to these monthly levels here, if we start to reject, lose these, I'll be going heavy right in here. And ultimately, my target is that 3-month level that you've got marked. Right here, 495. You've got the Monte zone fibs. Right, so just the distributive zone. You've got perfect confluence of value area high right there on the Monte zone. 500, value area high, 3-month level. Sell that all day. Wait for it to get above and confirm it on the other side before you get back in. So you didn't tell me what you wanted, but hopefully that's kind of what you were thinking, what you were hoping for. 6-month, 3-month buy, sell the next 3-month, and be gone with it. All right. Trade Diva. Base. Litecoin. On log. What's up, Q? So you've got yearly open here. Rita, that's good. We haven't really retested it on the 3-day. Let's see about the daily. Kind of. I think if things get nasty, that's the buy again. Buy the yearly open. Got a shout out. Yeah, you did. Rita, let me know what you think. Why you have this 0.85 on here. I've never seen it. Obviously, I use deviations, but I've never seen 0.85. So let me know if you use it and it's reactive or where you came up with that. I'd be curious to know. So you've got us 3, 4, 1, 2. I like the target. So ultimately, I wanted 1,000. I don't know if we're going to get it yet. Obviously, this is an impulse, so once it retraces, we're going to get it for sure. But if you've got a 1, 2, 3, 4 here, it's got to be a leading diagonal of some sort because of the overlap. So once we come up here, this thing could unfortunately retrace right all the way back to $65 or so. POC 46. We got value area high right around a yearly open 129. So yearly open 124, value area high at 129. Obviously, this is first target, right? Then we've got second target, third target. If you're just looking at algos, so nothing says we have to stop here. All right, so you can see these are this perfect pull here, 2618, 1618, perfect buy here on this one. So if we were able to get above this, next perfect pull target is 1500. So that would be a very good target. There we go. So got the 2618, the median line tag, and it rejected hard. So that's the fork that I'd like to use. Right, so we tagged it, lost it, resistance, nuked, until we started gaining levels, right? 1618, hold that parallel, get above, retest the parallel, push up for the next one. I'm definitely long some Litecoin up to at least 200s here. Get above 200s and then we can start talking about the bigger numbers. So pretty big resistance here. Of course, Monte zone, I've got 290. And that's where we fell from. We've got a daily order block in here. So that's where I think we get before we have the real headache on Litecoin. So that looks like a decent target. First target. All right, hit our head, get above, tag this, potentially accumulate some more, pop up, maybe even get the median line if it really wants to go. Then you get your full retrace to a 50 or so before you push up higher. This is interesting. So you got the OG where we've deviated out of it, held it, pushed back in, rejected, fell out, right? And so is this just going to deviate again? Where we fell out, right? Work back in, and then we start to go again, right? That's pretty interesting. That also brings up these higher targets. If it starts to gain levels, maybe that's not the main target. So I'd be watching Litecoin right here. Once it gets back in and tests this parallel right here that it fell from, you'll see something like this where it tests it, then it starts to take off a lot quicker. So get in 193 and you can continue up a lot quicker. All right, let me know what you think of that, Rita. And the last, oh, I still got Chris and L. Ave, whatever it is. Hi Monty, Abe is performing really well and I'm glad I hold a nice bag with an entry price of 81.37. Holy cow, 81.37. Good entry right there. Green marker. Tried your work and philosophy on this and I can come up with a few rather big targets. What's your thought? Am I high on the hopium pipe or holding a big winner? Haven't booked any profit yet. So you're already at 377%. Nice. All right, let me clean this up so I can see a little bit. Entry. It's a perfect pull. Deviations. So I'm going to take out the deviations for now just to see. So it looks like we retraced Vegas waves, just regained this Pitchfork parallel, the larger one. I'm going to take this off. Oh, no. It bugs the crap out of me. There we go. Itch. Hopefully I didn't lose you. Let me know if y'all are still here, because it just said I lost internet for a second. I think y'all are still here. $10,000 computer. Stupid thing freezes up on me here and there. But I've also got like 57 processes running. So your deviation here is where you've got, so the 50%. I really like that. 26, 24. I really like this one. I would look for a rejection at the 0.25 and then of course 50. So I think your targets are fine. High time frame, you want to see probably slight rejection here and then hold and get up above. But big take profit there at 3618, because you could see potentially this thing, right, come up here to the 3618 and reject all the way back to the 2618. So you don't want to be holding that bag. on a 50% retrace. But if that's just your third, then of course we could get that blow off fifth that could reach 26. So I do think you're on the hopium pipe, but I think the hopium pipe has reason to get up into these levels. Yeah, Garden. So if you go to TradeDevils.com, then go to plans and prices, go to free, and then you can join our community for free and basically just create an account. And then in your settings, you go to third-party setup, and you can get to our Discord for free. Then you can decide if you want to join as a member later. But yeah, come in for free for sure. So 382 tag right there. For using this as the Monte pool, potentially A, B, C. It's a good confluent zone. 1210, and the perfect pool is 1153. So if that's just your projection for the third, and we're going to consolidate some more underneath this, right? Just consolidate under the resistance, pop up for that next target, you would have perfect Monte pool there, assuming we hit that 3618. If we go a little higher, it could get that 2000 area, but let's just say it stops at 3618. You're right there at that 50. That deviation of the 50 at 1800 or so. So I really like that. Great work, Chris. Oh, this is interesting too. I just saw this. So sometimes I do pulls, right, where we expect just based off fibs. Right, if we're going to get up to this 3618, look at what we just tested. Take this off. Right, we just tested the golden zone. Rejected the 50. So that could be a decent projection. You're just basically projecting where we could stop and then looking how the fibs react, right? Because they're always going to react. A lot of times you just don't see it until you do the full pull because price came up here. But if you project it and see how it's reacting now, you can give yourself a pretty good area as well that way, confluent. All right, we hit the golden zone this way. So now I'm guessing we just consolidate until we can pop above and get on our way. I like to target though. And hell of an entry, 87 bucks. I'm going to alarm this so I can say, congratulate Chris on the big win. All right, last one. Milega Bitcoin. All right. He gave me just a link, and I'm not able to bring it up because I've got OBS set up to just look at my trading view. But he's got us into a double ZZ and got us coming down for a big Y down to about 38. So I did an update yesterday for members, EDU members, and I did a weekly update. Well, I guess weekly outlook is what I call it. But basically my thought was that we could come back. If you see these daily order blocks right here, and then this daily order block here. So this was the Elon pump, right? That's where we came through, and that was been our headache for a while. I think we get back to that one, assuming we're right going to reject up in here and keep pushing down. I could see potential right sweep, right, and then we come down. But we really did reject a good area. I mean, if you look at this over here, top of this candle, support, right? We go to the line chart, support, support, then we lost it, but we did not reject it. Yeah, I see you popped in, Garden. Welcome in. Right, we did not test this here, but then you turn on candle again and we test it to the dollar, 48,209. And that's simply by top of this candle here that obviously we pop into its resistance. You can see wicks come through, but then you come here and you see, all right, well, that's support. We came through it. This wick came all the way down, hit it, but held it. Then we lost it, and we have not retested that zone until just now. So May, June, July, August, mid-August, we retest it. Right, if we really wanted to, I guess we could come up and test this, right? So that would give us that fake out. Get everyone bullish that we're just mooning up to 53, 55. Come back down and get these areas. So that's my plan anyway. I'm going to try to short soon. May get stopped out. But I think if we get in this area, it's long and strong season again. I don't personally see what Sam sees with the new low. Even though the Elliott Wave looks so good, right? 1, 2, 3. 4, 5 to complete. I think more along the lines of that, right? So a big ass triangle. Obviously this doesn't come above, but that's what I think is end up going to happen. This would build a big base for us, right? If we got 1, 2, 3, big 4, right? Everyone wants lower, everyone wants 20K. I just don't think we get it. All right, we swept under here. If you look on the daily line chart, we swept this area, scared the crap out of everyone, instantly reclaimed it. So to come back and sweep it again, the nearest support is right here, 23. So, I mean, decent algo target. We're at the golden zone now. It's not my gut feeling. I think everyone is going to get super, super bullish when we get right up in here. And they're thinking we're just going to take off, right? Cycle finish. But instead, I think we're going to come all the way back down, get everyone bearish, right? Get everyone bearish right here that we're going to now nuke. And instead, here we go again. So that's my plan. That's why I think alts can get really high as this starts to go sideways. Deep retraces on alts quick, fast, but then we keep going because this consolidates and takes a lot of time to allows alts to pop. Hey, Roland, what, you bought the cheat sheets? Where'd you buy them at? We've got them for free in our Discord. Pinned in our welcome channel. All right. So I don't see any other questions. Get back to me, Roland, on what you're meaning with the cheat sheets. Oh, you bought one of our old members. What was his name? I can't remember his name right now. Are you in our Discord, Roland? No, Mick, I can look at it here in just a second. Wow. September 23rd. All right, so this one's got more time. Boom. -1. Just broke through the 618. Monty pulled down. So we're about to hit a headache. I mean, it's got some really strong momentum, so it could certainly break it. Oh, are you Wonka? Check into. I'm going to post it right now for you. I just posted in the welcome channel. If you click that link, it'll take you to our guidelines, and those are the ones. Those are ours. Trying to remember the guy's name. Let me find him. Hang on, it's gonna bug me. Amazon Elliott Wave. Minto. That's his name. Yep. Crypto Minto. So he was a Trade Devils member, and so we helped him create these, and then we created some ourselves. So he sells them for $10, but we give them away. So we've updated some. So go ahead and, sorry you bought those, but go ahead and use ours as well with the updated version. Yeah, Mecca, looks like man, that's pretty. Yeah. Yeah, he's got Mickey Mouse. Minto. Man, what a Monty pull by there. $9.42 and $28 now. So I'd say you're about to hit a headache right here at 31.40. You got the Monty zone, you got POC of the distribution area. We have not tested value area high of the distribution area. All right, you can see right here on the daily, we basically fell from it. So there's your daily order block. So I think if you're in it, a good place to TP would be a little there. And a lot right there. If we keep going, then we got to go high algos. Holy shit. 1618 is 212. So there we go. All right. Oh, shit. Doesn't start cussing like Sam. Never the first time. All right. So we fell, right? We held here for a split second, and that's where we fell from. You can see right here, that's once we tested that and fell, we came out deviated. So I would potentially keep a bag to test that outer edge again. And that would be at 4250. And that's the highest Monte zone that I've got. And that is off of this Monte pool here that got us to the low. So that would be my plan right there. Sell some, sell a lot, hold a bag for that right there. And obviously, maybe hold some for this moon boy up here, but I think we're going to reject here and probably at least come back to value area low of 26. And so I've got that daily order block here that we just broke through, right? Quick rejection, fell yesterday, popped. So if we were to come up here, reject that, right? Reject this and then lose. Come back down into here. Obviously, this could still be right. Could turn into something massive, bearish, right? That goes sideways or down a lot more. But so far, I think you just take it level to level. Sell these, try to buy this. If it holds, great. Look for higher. If it doesn't, get stopped out. You're already in a big win. But just from looking at this, assuming you could count that as a 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, get to big 5. Oh, baby. Confluence. So we fell from here. Yeah, so about to hit our head here. 29, got to parallel the 50, but I think we sideways a little bit, right? You're going to have a lot of people that FOMO in here. 2 days of 50%. So unlikely that we just keep doing this. But then you can get these people to buy in and just wait for the pump. They get bored, they see something else, right? Then it goes to target. Throw these two pitchforks on though, right? So I'm still using it. Obviously it's reactive. Throw these two pitchforks on and use them as confluence. Normally, right? Alarm that. And see what happens at it. Likewise, if we continue on, look what's up here. Outer edge of this one, median line, perfect pull. I mean, look at AXS. Doesn't mean this can't do it. This one's consolidated a lot longer. All right, it's noon, so I've been going about 2 hours. So if we don't have any chart requests from non-members with the $15 super chat, we've got members. Let me add Roland to give him a wrench. Just for giggles, let's see what this looks like. Basically the same. Hey, Garden, are you still in here? Give me a shout in chat if you're still watching. All right. Well, everything is pumping, and I'm over here live streaming, not trading. Monty pull target to the tick. Boom, golden zone. Perfect pull. Monty pull, golden zone. Maybe, probably not for public. Just, I think there comes issues with compliance and SEC, right? If us free Americans here, if I don't have the correct licenses, right, and somebody buys because I did, even though I didn't tell them to, it could create an issue. And I don't want a knock on my door saying Joe Schmo lost 10 grand because he has no risk management. And you bought something and lost $100, he lost 10K because he went all in. So I'd like for you to pay me back. We do have a Bybit, kind of like the Fimex competition. We've got a Bybit one coming up. And I think that's where, create a Bybit competitions, and then I can basically trade there. I guess what I could do too is paper trade. I mean, all right, I can easily do that because it's just paper trading. So let's see if I can trade the 3-minute right now. Just charted incomplete for me though, because I don't have any levels on it, but see if I can quickly make an idea. 1 hour order block. Golden zone. Monty pool. Yeah, Lee, I've been behind a chart for about 4 years straight. I've taken some massive losses. I've hodled through an entire cycle. I've been in crypto since 2013 and been helping teach since 2017 with Sam. Just recently started, I guess, teaching my way, right? Before it worked for me. It was hard to explain for me because obviously you see I do some weird shit. And so there was a lot of testing I needed to do to make sure I could explain it, right? And Chris and L, he's a one that I had a one-on-one with, and you can see he's done really well taking my ideas. Some people love Elliott Wave. They take mine and put it in together with Elliott Wave, and it works really well. I am just more of a support and resistance, Monty magic kind of guy. And it does take some time, right? The main thing is emotions, right? Seeing how the emotions affect you, right? Because if I get in and I start losing, right? Let's say I just got long looking for here. Well, now I see this and I'm like, oh crap. Do I get out instantly? Well, you get out and then potentially it still goes up to your target. So you took a loss and you didn't necessarily need to. All right, so I've got value area high, a Monte pull 50, golden zone, structure. So it's still 2% away. But that's the area I like. We just touched support. So this was our 3-minute support here. Three-minute resistance. $25.46. So my stop here. All right, so we just got through. So it'd be something like this. Stop would be above 65. Target, I don't know. We'll have to figure that out. But shorting 25.46. Stop loss 25.61. So now we want to hold yellow to try to get above red. All right, so based on my paper trade account, right, I've got 46,732. So we want to do 1%. You can just put in 1% risk here. So that would be 3,114 units, $467 risk. We're not yet getting over the yellow. All right, so let's say this is the Monte pull. Target's there. I'm going to front run it. So ultimate target here would be back to probably the 50. Yeah, so 24.18. So I don't love that. Obviously, it's 1.87 to 1. Garden, so it looks like you joined the Discord, but you didn't finish step 2 on the website, which is type in your name. And that's just to keep the spammers and scammers out of our Discord. And so what you'll need to do is join again, and then in step 2, type in Garden Profit, right? Exactly like it is. You have to have the capitals and everything. Because when I click on your name, it shows you're not in the Discord anymore. All right, so we did not close above yellow. It's POC too, so that's a good target. First take profit, I would say, is here. And then see if it turns into a runner. Because that looks like vertical accumulation pop out. So we need to hold, obviously, or we get back in this range. We fail and we come back. So let me set this. Oh, wait. Oh, I did that wrong. 24.18, not 25. Dummy. That's a better risk to reward. 8.53, that's what I like. So now risk 400. 467, get out 39.86. That's what I like to see. Y'all forgive me for just a second. I gotta use the restroom. I'm about to burst. Oh, there you are, Roland. You're R3R. I thought you might have been Wonka, but you're R3R, so that makes sense. All right, did not get above the yellow. If we lose the green, I might be able to take a quick short. So value area high, value area low, POC. So we just broke in. Market. All right. So my stop is going to be above 25. 04. It'll be a manual. Manual, basically we have to close a 3 minute above that, right? Because that's our, now that's technically our resistance on the 3 minute. I want to see us lose. So 3 minute, we lost the yellow. We could still pop up, right? Probably to that level. We do not want to see a 3 minute close above that though. All right, so I FOMO'd short a little bit right when we lost this. I probably could have set an order for this, because if we get stopped, now it's going to be a bit more. Where here, it'd be 3 cents with a close. And looks like we're probably going to get stopped. We got 2 minutes. Hopefully it doesn't moon in that amount of time. All right, I see you popped in again, Garden. So type in your name. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. And that's going to be a manual stop here in a minute. $45 seconds. Yeah, that 3 minutes about to break. 12 seconds. If it closes above, I got to get out. There it is. Close. Could come back and test it now, but the way I do it, close above, close it. So now 25. I don't love this turning down now on me. If it was just a fake out again. Yeah, it was. I normally don't trade on the 3 minute. This way, anyway, not this close, because that's between entry and stop is 0.23%. That's wreck city right there. Typically, if I'm day trading, it's the 15 minute. Because this is what happens if you're. I'm just trying to do it to be quick and fun. And obviously, it's paper. Boom, there it is. Yep, looks like you're good to go, Garden. Let's see, look, original trade I did work out. It was a fake out, so it didn't actually stay above for 6 minutes. So let's see if the original trade idea still works out. So indicators rolling over. Unless we break that. That'd be some shit, wouldn't it? Get stopped there. Pump back. Go to the original trade idea. I'm not sure. Hopefully y'all don't trade on the 3 minute. It's really difficult. 15 is about as low as I go. Just because these levels are much more respected. And within one 15-minute candles, obviously you've got 3 5-minute candles or 5 3-minute candles. And so that thing can go up and down in the same amount of time. So on a 15-minute, I would say that would have been my support. Resistance would have been this that we're breaking now. And we don't want to close a 15-minute under that. If we close a 15-minute under this, then be looking lower. This is why being patient is so important as a trader. You've got your confluence up here, right? You got the order block. I think it was an hourly order block. Golden zone. Monte pull 50, value area high. Right, you just wait for your setup. Stop is probably too close. If I were to trade this with real money, I would probably have a laddered entry. First would be here. Second larger order would be here. And then largest would be here with a stop. Above here. So okay, so it would be backwards. Right. So real money mine would look like this. And likely the target would be further down. So the 15 failed to close above, though we did create a lower high, so you're likely going to get a retrace here. Anyway, this could take a while. So I'll end it here. We'll do some day trading for members. And then, of course, I need to spend today to set up the Bybit competition. So I'll be sending that out hopefully today, maybe tomorrow. But the setup is sign up for it's going to be, I think, until September. I need to check the email, but Bybit's very good exchange. And I think it's going to be a lot better than Fimex competitions, even though the Fimex ones are good. The slippage can be pretty big, just depending on what your trading size. So with Bybit, obviously $1 billion a day done in volume. So we'll be able to scalp the 3-minute, 15-minute. So anyway, thanks for sticking around. Sorry about the loss of power on the first, but thanks for sticking through. If I get this trade, I'll update in the Discord. For those of you that joined, thanks. So Garden, welcome in. James, been MIA, all good. So, all right, we'll see y'all in the Discord. I'm going to go get some lunch. I hear my kid crying, so we're going to go have a little lunchtime together, and we'll see y'all after a while, all right?